Hello. I just got out of a trance meditation. I think it was 45, 50 minutes or so. That's how long the music was. Um, and it was really intense. It was so intense that I have no memories that I can bring down into this density. If you've ever been in trance, you'll understand what that means. I sat down in the notebook and I was like, oh no. I couldn't remember any of the things. Like, I feel them energetically, but when you go that high into those state of consciousnesses, it's almost impossible to translate that stuff down here. Of course it's possible, but it is extraordinarily difficult. Like, to take what's up here high level and kind of squish it down into this density where we can like talk about it with words and understand it, you lose a lot in translation. Like, that's just the nature of the beast. And so I experienced a lot of really cool things for sure, and I have some better insights about this like March 8th energy, which is happening around in a couple of days. And remember, that's not like an exact March 8th, it's like right around, so it could be March 8th, but it could be, you know, a couple days before, which today is a couple days before, a couple days after, but it's like right there around there. Here's what I know about March 8th, around the energy of March 8th. Something is going to happen that appears from the outside to be devastating if you don't zoom out and get a bigger perspective. Because also, whatever happens that appears devastating, there is an equal amount of something that is amazing happening on the other side, because that's balance of the contrast, right? The contrast is going to keep getting more contrasty as we go on and on and on, right? And so there has to be balance. There must be yin and yang, baby. Like, there's always balance in everything, and if you don't see the balance, you're not zoomed out enough to see it, and that's okay, right? Because sometimes we're not meant to see the balance. But whatever's happening, we're going to hear about something, and people are going to be very divided, and I don't know what the thing is yet, but I'll tap into it here in a second, see if I can get any more. But essentially, whatever this thing is, this like, it's like an event around people. Like, somebody is going to do something. When I say somebody, I mean plural somebodies. Something is going to happen, and people are going to be very split based on their current perception, like their current lens of how they view the world. If people are tending to view it more like rainbows and unicorns, and we see the positive side of things, and that's just kind of like they've been living in their own business and not deep diving into other people's like business and not watching all the news, they're going to see the side of this first they're going to see the side of this that is incredible. That's like, oh my God, it's finally happening. But those people who are still living in fear and chaos and those lower vibrational energies, and their habits and patterns right now are, I'm noticing the worst of everything and doom and gloom, and I can't get myself out of this cycle. They're going to notice the thing first that feels insane and terrifying. Both things are happening, and both sides, right, of people, both groups of people can zoom out after their initial perspective and go, oh my God, okay, now I see the other side. Both sides can do that, but I'm just letting you know initially what each group is most likely to see. There'll be a very small number of people who are living right in the middle, who are going to be able to see both pretty much around the same time, like almost simultaneously, right? And again, I'm not sure what it is. I can share with you a couple of things so we can all see together how it pans out. I'm not making any guesses because I don't have enough of the data, right? I mean, not being given enough of the data, which is really exciting actually, because I'm excited to find out with you guys what's going to happen. But here are a few things. I kind of forgot about the extraterrestrials for a minute because we've been busy on our planet. We've been really busy down here with, you know, our own shenanigans, and so I forgot about them. The past several days, oh, my guides are saying several weeks. Oh, it's been gentle. Several weeks, but it's been getting louder and louder kind of every day. So the past several days, I've really noticed it. And the past couple of weeks, I've noticed it a little bit. The idea of extraterrestrials keeps popping back into my head. Like, I'll go into meditation and I'll like clear my mind. I'll have a blank slate, and then I'll essentially tell my guides like, what you got for me? Like, I essentially give them that energy about once a day. Like, I'm open for anything, right? Like, listening. It's not where I'm not trying to get questions. I'm not trying to find out anything for anybody. I'm literally just like, what's up today? What do you guys got, right? That energy the past several weeks immediate extraterrestrials, and I did see some of those in my trance vision today. I believe it was a remote viewing because that's what that energy felt like in that trance. I think I remote viewed into a scene of extraterrestrials where everything was very stark white, so it appears to be on perhaps one of the spaceships, and I don't really know which extraterrestrial it was. I will sit with that more, see if I can find out for you guys. Again, I'm coming fresh out of this. I'm still feeling, you can see it in my eyes, I'm still feeling very like la-di-da up here in the clouds. But I saw stark white. It was so like white and clean, and everything was so bright, and I think part of that was frequency, that it felt so bright to me just by comparison of my own human frequency, that there appeared to be like no corners, no like edges of like the rooms and the walls. Everything was very like smooth. Again, I think part of that was vibration, but part of that could be architecture. And then I saw multiple, like, for lack of a better term, beds or stretchers. They're like medical beds, and they had like these white kind of blankets over them, but I am not convinced that they were physical blankets. It could have just been blankets of light. And I saw like several going this way, and then the last one that was right here, I saw one going this way, and I remember going, that's weird, why is that one sticking out? And then I saw a group of extraterrestrials over here. They looked like tall grays, so we can go with that, but I'm not really sure. They just looked like tall grays. I didn't have a chance to ask because I was asking more about the situation at hand. And I was like, what are you doing? And it's like upgrades, like we're getting certain upgrades, like the humans are getting upgrades, and the humans that are getting upgrades are the ones who are asking for the upgrades, and you don't have to ask directly for the upgrades. It's more like you have to just keep working on yourself and raising your vibrational frequency and keep your eye on the prize, right? It's like you're in your own like growth arc, right? I definitely heard that phrase as I was coming out of it. You're in your arc, your growth arc, and like you as in like humanity, not like just me, but you're in your growth arc, and in this particular part of the growth arc there are certain upgrades that our physical bodies need, and so we're getting those. So the people who are just at that space, at that point, right, are getting them now, and a lot of people are getting them now because we're in a great awakening. And those are, what can you tell me about them? I'm just tapping into my guides really quick. Those upgrades are for the humans who, they're for everybody, but you have to be a vibrational match for them, right? You can't do it too fast or it'll like hurt you because it would be too much. That is for the humans who have upgraded their own vibrational frequency. Oh, by the way of shedding. Okay, so by the way of shedding away like energies and frequencies they've been holding on to that no longer serve them, right? By shedding away that stuff and becoming just more of true, like who you are yourself. And so I see there's a lot of that happening like right now when we are upgrading ourselves, because the planet is going through her own upgrade of vibrational energy, right? And so a lot of people are feeling like the push, and that's why there's a lot of chaos on this planet right now. Just one of the reasons. There's a bunch of reasons. But one of the reasons is because the earth is vibrating up and upgrading herself. A lot of people are feeling the push, and they're like, some people are feeling panicky who are in like the lower part of that vibrational energy of what's on this planet. They're feeling the push because the earth is literally outgrowing them, and so it's encouraging those people to grow themselves, and some are taking it well and some are not taking it well, right? Like think about pressure that you've had in your life. Sometimes we take it well and sometimes we don't take it well. It's just part of the human deal, right? Anyway, all paths lead to enlightenment, all paths lead to the end, so it doesn't really matter essentially. But if you zoom out, whatever this thing is happening on March 8th, it's like a bubble is popping. A bubble is popping, and I know it feels really random with the extraterrestrial stuff in the background, but it's happening right now, and so I'm just sharing it because I'm just getting pieces of the puzzle. So I'm just going to keep sharing with you pieces of the puzzle that I'm getting, because eventually it's going to make a picture, right? And so the bubble is going to pop, and so if you, however you view it, if you view it the rainbows and unicorn side or the doom and gloom side, it's really important that whatever you view, once you've adjusted to that information and digested that information, zoom out so you can see the other side of the coin, because it's all about balance, and that's part of the picture. It's important for us to see the whole picture. So if I get more than that, obviously I will make another video and share with you, but for right now, that's all that I have. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and I'll see you soon.